How's it going, everyone? My name's Maniacal, and today's matter is the 6th vlog of the year, June 2017, and I'm going on a vacation. So, June of 2017. It's been a pretty good month overall, I'd say. I finished my 10th quarter of school, and I did pretty decent, I'd say. Got a 2 A's, 2 B's, and a C, which is, not my best quarter, but I'm still happy I'm getting through it. And here's my classes for next quarter right here. And as you can see, I definitely do have portfolio on there, which is going to be a lot of fun, I'm hoping, at least. But yeah, here we are, traveling through and doing the whole airport thing, getting our tickets, going through security, and here I thought I'd be clever and try to get, some video footage of what it's like to go inside the X-ray machine, and as you can see, it's nothing but darkness. It's just shadows inside there. Creepy shadows. But yeah. And of course, the rest of our airport experience was pretty straightforward after this point. It was get to our gate and get on the flight, but yeah, here we are going through the little tunnels. Fun times. There was one little mix-up though. They decided to mix up our gates from, I think it was like A33 to A40, which is kind of a pain in the butt, but we figured it out after a couple minutes. There was one poor woman that actually had to try to, I don't know exactly what happened to her, but she missed her flight. I guess she went to the bathroom and she was just so sad, and we were like standing at customer service trying to figure out what happened to our gate. And there she was almost in tears, like, well, what do I do? And we're like, I guess stand here and figure it out. So, yeah, after we got on the plane, we got all comfortable and stuff like that. Well, me being a giant, I got as comfortable as I could. Sat down, and we were able to take our little dog with us, which was pretty awesome. The flight wasn't too booked, so that made it really awesome, and, everybody kind of moved to their own seats kind of deal, so yeah, and zoom, there we go, off the ground. Whee! Anyway, the flight itself was about 2.5 hours. It wasn't too bad. After we got in the air, I started looking down and seeing all these like rings of water, and I didn't know exactly what they were. I didn't know if they were crops or rings of water or what they were. They looked like water sanitation things at first, but they just kept going for miles and miles and miles and miles. And here you can see it actually got dark and they were still going. And so I wanted to record at least a little bit of these because I didn't know what the hell they were, and decided that it would be kind of a good idea to record that because why not? And here we are landing safely in Detroit. One of the things I've always loved about Detroit is it's always lit up at night. And as a kid, I remember that the night glowed orange. It wasn't like darkness or anything like that. I just remember going outside and it was orange outside. You could always see everywhere, which was pretty cool. And yeah, I always really enjoyed that side of things. And here we are landing. And it's just a very pretty city, especially at night. I don't know about during the day, but at night it's pretty. Yeah. Overall, June has been a pretty quiet month. Not really too much happened, but I did get my wisdom teeth removed, which was pretty cool. Work and school have all pretty much been the same. Overall, pretty easy, pretty good, and yeah. Well, one of the cool things was that we had a little, I forget what it was called, but it was a little guy on the side of the wing there. I don't know if you can make out what it is, but it's a little rodent. And at first I didn't know what the hell it was. I thought it was an actual rodent. They mentioned that there was a minor maintenance that had to be done. I looked out the window and I saw it on the wing, and I was like, holy crap, that's a little bit more than a minor maintenance things. There's things in the wings. And we landed. Safe and sound. So during day 2, we decided that we would go on a little trip here in Michigan, and we decided to go all the way up to Holland, Michigan. One of the first things we got to see was the windmill area on the Windmill Island, which was pretty awesome. And this gentleman here decided that he would go above and beyond for us and actually boot up this machine, which played a lot of really awesome music. was a old organ that started in Amsterdam and was transferred over to Holland. And you can see it's feeding paper in there, and somehow the paper translates into music. Then we got to walk around the little town and see all the pretty flowers and stuff like that. If we'd gone there in the spring, we'd see about 115,000 tulips, which is just nuts to me. But this is the main attraction. This is a windmill that actually came from Holland. It's one of two that it's actually come out of Holland. The other one is in Aruba, and there's actually a woman who had to go through this whole process to be certified so that she could operate the thing. And it's just a crazy machine inside there. There's all this gears and all these different stones that grind things, and it's actually a working windmill, which is pretty cool. Yeah. I've always had a fascination with windmills just for the fact that they do so much. And we did a fun tour going through, and they talked about all the different stuff. And here I am going down the stairs and kind of just trying to show off all the last minute things that we got to see. A few modern things like stainless steel chutes and stuff like that make it a lot, cleaner for modern consumption. But yeah, they sold their own flour, they sold their own grits and all kinds of stuff like that, which is pretty cool. Here's a downscaled model of the windmill to kind of show you guys what it looks like. And here's an image of it as well. As you can tell, I'm definitely fascinated with windmills. But after we did that, we went over to Tunnel Park to visit a dune and see Lake Michigan. I thought that was pretty cool. But yeah, here we are running up a side of a hill here, going up the sand. And sadly, it did decide to start raining, so we didn't go swimming or anything like that, but it was definitely a lot of fun going through and doing all this crazy stuff. Run, 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 run. Here we are, kicking sand with our feet. But yeah, just that vision of Lake Michigan, not being able to see the other side, that's always one of those things that always captivates me and makes me say, wow. And it was a very, very windy day, kind of stormy, which made the waves look all that more awesome. As we got to the beach, we kind of decided that we wanted to go down and try to see this lighthouse, which we call the Big Red Lighthouse, which was a ways away. You can barely see it on the screen here. We walked about maybe a quarter of the way there, and we're like, man, this is kind of ridiculous. And the waves are getting crazier and crazier and starting to break off all the sand on the beach. And oh man, it was just, we were afraid we were going to get washed off or something. So we started walking back, and here's a friendly little seagull. Yeah, one of the major reasons we actually visited Michigan was because we wanted to see my mom. She had a surgery done, which actually went really well. But one of the things that actually happened after that was she got pneumonia and stuff like that, so really wanted to make sure that we came here and visited her and made sure that, we at least said hi and, spent some time with her. After we got off the beach, we were covered in sand, so we had to rinse off, and fun times. And here we are trying to make it over to the lighthouse. We actually went over to a park that was a beach and stuff like that. We thought for sure that we'd be able to get into there, but yeah, that didn't exactly work out. And then here we are stopping at the park right now. Alright, so we're going to try to catch some Pokemon while we're doing all this craziness. And here we have a magnificent little Pikachu. Let's see what we can do here. Got them. Yeah. Okay, cool. So, to end our day, we had some ice cream. Clink. And that was our trip to Holland. I'll probably tell you guys a little bit more about this trip on the next vlog, because it'll be part of next month. But like I said, overall this has been a really good month. I got to visit my mom, got to visit a lot of family, got to do a lot of really awesome stuff, and it was just overall a really good month. So, alright, well hey, my name's Maniacal, and don't forget that you matter. I'll talk to you all later. Bye-bye.